This your girl Lovely D, y'all. How everybody doing out there today? Today, y'all. Something needs to be said and something needs to be done. You know, you really have to watch people. The people who you have, in your little circle, in your corner, who y'all be talking to, and you think they is okay, and they for you, they with you, just because y'all laugh and y'all talk to each other, that don't mean that person is for you. No, that don't mean that that person is for you. You really have to watch that person because um, due to the matter, they're not for you. No, they're not. They is not for you, and you have to watch them. Okay. Okay. Now you have to watch them. You know, because they're gonna tell on this. They're gonna tell on this the way they act in front of you, the way they speaks to you, the way they act towards you. Just pay attention. Just pay attention to a person. Like I said, a person will a person will reveal who they really are to you when they speaks to you, when he's around you. So you need to pay attention to that person because that person is not really for you. That person is not for you. You know what I'm saying? So you really have to pay attention to that person and keep an eye out, you know, for that person because once a person really show you who they really are, believe them. Stop trying to make excuses why they act a certain way with you. Watch how they act towards you, how they speak towards you, they body motions. You happy, you telling them some good, exciting news about you. You know what I'm saying? And you're so excited, and you and that person talks, and you you trust that person. You know, some people is not to be trusted. I don't care who they are, family, friends, neighbor, co-workers, whoever. You cannot trust everybody because everybody's not to be trusted. You know what I'm saying? So pay attention to how they act towards you because certain people, they is not for you. They is against you. They jealous of you. They despise you. They really is not for you at all. And true of the matter, you just smiling and happy with them and you tell them all your little secrets and all your goodies. And they just spreading everything you say. You know, it's like they recording everything you say. And once they get away from you, they spit everything out to this person, that person, that person. Like everybody know your business. And certain things you is telling that person you don't want everybody to know. But that person is telling all your business out. So really you have to watch some people. That's why you have to watch the way people act and speak to you. You know what I'm saying? According because it's their behavior and their character, you know. And if you hear a person, well, actually hear about a person that they does that, Pay attention to that. That means do not trust that person at all. That person is not to be trusted. Like I say, it could be a family member. And you and that family member could be close. You know what I'm saying? It could be anybody that you is close to. You really have to watch people because you tend to be so jolly and so happy and you got that good vibe and you got that feeling, and when they come around they always saying something negativity to you, and you happy and you okay. For example, oh, I just got a promotion in a raise. Oh, I'm just so happy. And they're gonna turn around and be like, okay, I got a job too. And you understand what I'm saying? And it's like, you're not even happy for me, you know? Or you telling them some of your deep secrets that you don't want nobody to know. What they gonna do? They gonna sponge everything up and they gonna leak it out to whoever they want. So now everybody know your business that you don't want people to know. You know your little seek dog secrets that you don't want nobody to know in your personal life, and you trust that person to keep it inside. Whatever you talk to them about is supposed to be confidential, but it's not, because they is not to be trusted. You know what I'm saying? Be careful. Be careful the way people act and speak towards you. You understand? You got to pay attention of their character, how they act towards other people. If they always wanna talk about this one and that one, what you think they gonna do to you? They gonna talk about you too. Oh, she thinks she all that because she got a promotion. Nobody ain't worried about her. Hey, Eric, I'm telling it. But you really do have to pay attention to people. You know, it don't matter who it is. Your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your kids, your cousin, your neighbors, your friend, whoever. You understand what I'm saying? It is what it is. Some people is really, they despise you. They is jealous of you. They don't want nothing good to come out towards you. Okay, okay, Juice. Okay, I'll keep that in mind, Juice. I'll keep that in mind. But anyway, y'all, for real, watch yourself. You know what I'm saying? You is a good person. You know, and the only thing you wants to do is have fun and be peaceful. And the people who you think you is talking to, that they is peaceful with you. No, they're not. Because soon as they get a chance and they is away from you, what they gonna do? They're gonna talk behind your back. Yes. Yeah. They're gonna talk behind your back. But little that they know, it gonna get back to you. It gonna get back to you. And what you do, you're not gonna just expose that person. You're gonna sit back and you're gonna continue to let that person do whatever that person is doing, but you know how to handle that person. You know one thing, you're not gonna tell that person none of your deep secrets, your business. You understand what I'm saying? You know you're gonna tell that person whatever you want them to know that everybody else can know. Because true or the matter, they is just gonna talk about you. And it's sad that people does that, but they don't care. Look at their character. Their character shows it all. Nobody really wants to be bothered with them. Why? Because they lies, they talks about you, they's not to be trusted, but you tries to give them the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? No, that person probably just be going through something. You can't just judge everybody. You better pay attention, because one day They're gonna seek out some of your important business that you don't want nobody to know. And now everybody is gonna be looking at you side-eyed. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, that's what you do. Oh, you probably don't want nobody to know you as a stripper. You know what I'm saying? You probably don't want nobody to know anything about your lifestyle. But what they does, they sit there and they talk about you. Okay, if you're a stripper, okay, be a good stripper. You getting paid. You're not doing anything wrong. You just dancing on a pole. Who is them to try to talk about you, what you do? Do you understand what I'm saying? It don't matter what you do in life. Long as you have a job that you're gonna take care of yourself and your children and your bills or whatever you need to do for you, that's all counts. Don't worry about what everybody else say. You understand what I'm saying? Because true of the matter, they sitting there with their own problems and they miserable because nothing is going right, you know, with them. And 9 out of 10, they laying on somebody's couch or their floor or whatever. They struggling. You know, we all struggle. Don't get me wrong. But some people have a good struggle. And it's like, it's not their business what you do, how you do it, when you do it. You understand what I'm saying? But when people show you who they really are, you better pay attention. You better pay attention. Because if you try to overlook it and tries to sweep it under the cover what they did to you, they're gonna keep it up and then you're gonna be in a whole bind with somebody else. Just say you told them about something and you don't want them to know, the other person to know that you know, and they seek out, and now that person looking at you side-eye, and you wonder why that person looking at you side-eye, because the person who you told and you trust, they leaked it out. So really, you can't trust nobody. You can't trust nobody these days. You got to start leaving things inside. You understand what I'm saying? Because that you're not going to tell on yourself. You're not going to take your piece. You're not going to cause drama in your life. Because some people just like that. That's them. They just messy. They don't have a life of their own. So what they try to do, ruin your life. Because you have something going on inside of your life. Watch who you talk to. Watch who you put in your circle. Watch. Because everybody you talk to and laugh with, that don't mean they is for you. Pay attention to what I'm trying to tell you. Because it's going to hit. And when it hit, it's going to hit hard. Now, whatever they do or what they say, it might cause problems in your life, but you can fix it. But you know next time. But now, that person know all your business. Stop telling everybody your business, first of all. Because everybody's not to be trusted. Yeah, they smile. Oh, girl, that's good. Oh, for real? But what else? None of your business. None of your business. You have to learn how to keep things to you. Some of the things you need to keep to yourself that you know you don't want nobody else to know. Nah, it's not that you being stuck up, because you're not. You is trying to protect you away from everybody else, because everybody else is not to be trusted. Y'all can see each other every day. Y'all can be on the phone every day. You know, you go by her house, she go by your house, or however it boils down to. You understand what I'm saying? Just because that person always there with you. That don't mean they is for you. is a difference. You understand what I'm saying? It's a difference. It's certain people you can say certain things to. Now, you know that person always yapping, yapping, yapping about you and others. You already know. Behind your back, they're gonna yap, yap, yap and talk about you. Now, they're gonna try to play it off. You know, some people is going to try to play it off, but you can play it off for so long. For so long. Especially if you know that person and that person is acting a certain rate with you. You know, y'all always talking and smiling, and now they come around and they be flat. Hey, girl, what you doing? Nothing. Well, what happened, girl? Ain't nothing happened. And you be like, what's wrong with you? Nothing. In the back of your head, you know, you saying to yourself, she told her, she told him, and now they know what you said. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that you being mean or whatever, but you get sometimes you you just don't want to hurt people's feelings. You know, they have some people take consideration of other people's feelings and they don't want to hurt their feelings, even though they getting tired. You know, enough is enough. Sometimes you have to back yourself up from people because some people is just not there. They're not with you. The truth of the matter, you just can't trust everybody. You think you could trust certain people, but you can't. You can't. And when you find out, your mouth gonna be open. She really did? How I dare her? How could you dare her and you know what she's about? If she did it to somebody else, what makes you different? See, that's what I always tell everybody. If somebody betrays somebody else and sit there and talks about them all the time badly, what you think they gonna talk good about you? And then when you ask them about them, it's really nothing to say. Why? They just want to know your business. That's it. They just want to know your business. For they could just spray it out and take your character and switch it around for everybody to hate and be mad at you. And true enough matter, it's not you, it's them. And then really, they don't even like that person. But they would rather that person be mad at you so they can have somebody to talk to about you. You understand what I'm saying? That's how some people really are. You really have to pay attention to people. You know, when they get in their little cuddles, yeah, you know, and then if you enter the room or you enter the place, everything get quiet and everybody start looking at you. They talking about you. I'm sorry to say, but they talking about you. Hmm. And you know what? They they don't care. They don't care how you feel. They don't care if it come out and that person just up and say, "Oh, I know you was talking about me." Because when you talk about a person to another person, that person is gonna come back around and sit there and tell you everything what the other person said about you. And what you do on that, you just play cool and be like, well, no, nothing wrong. But you're keeping your eye on that person because that person is not to be trusted. But yeah, that's how it is. Everybody's not to be untrusted. A lot of people like to use you. Why? Because you have this and you have that and whatever you have, and if they could use, they're gonna try to use you until they can't use you no more. And that's is wrong, but hey, that's how some people is. They just uses you just because they can. You can't trust everybody. So yeah, no, uh-uh. Do not tell all your goodies to everybody. Because everybody's not to be untrusted. I don't care who that is. And the most part, who you cannot trust is your family members. They be the first ones. Come on. The I ain't gonna say that. The first ones to try to do what. Oh, I see. Hold on. Um. Oh. Okay. It's right here. Look. But yeah. It hurts. Yes, it does hurt because you trust these people. You're not gonna just tell your business to know any and everybody. It's certain people you're gonna vent to about your personal life, and when it comes back to you, you're gonna be upset. You're gonna be mad. You're gonna be hurt, frustrated. But the truth of the matter, everybody knows all about you. And now you're looking at this person like, really? And then the truth come out. Well, you should never told me. You think you all that. You ain't better than everybody else. It's not that a person is better than trying to be better than everybody else, but a person just don't want to settle for less. They want to strive to the top. You understand what I'm saying? Just because just because a person want better for themselves in their life, that don't mean they trying to be better than everybody else. They're not comfortable where they at, but they thank God they're not where they used to be. You understand what I'm saying? Now they moving up in life, they getting certain things, and they happy and they excited, but everybody's not gonna be happy and excited for you. Mm. Mm-hmm. Okay, and you're right about that. But what I'm saying, okay, and you're right about that. But what I'm trying to say is, you is telling someone about your personal life that you don't want nobody to know. You understand? Because if you want everybody to know about your personal life, you just could sit down and you could talk to everybody. You're not gonna take that one person and y'all having a conversation between the both of you all, and then that person leaks and start telling everybody else. Yeah, you get it. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. But I was trying to break it down. If you was talking about somebody else, you know what I'm saying, and then they gonna backtrack and trying to start messing the organ. That's what I was trying to explain. But the untruth of the matter, you can't trust people. You can't trust everybody. Put it like that. You can't trust everybody because everybody's not to be trusted. You know, just because you knew that you know that person for X amount of years, that don't mean nothing. And guess what? I had to find that out the hard way. I had to find that out the hard way, literally. Yes, this is not about me, but I'm just saying, this is what people is going through. But yes, I had to find that out the hard way. And you're right. Everybody don't have your best interest. And because a lot of people is, you know, they don't like what you doing. They don't like how you coming up in life. They don't like how everything is going in your life smooth. You don't have problems. You always smiling. You always joy, and they feel your good vibe in you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't like that. It's like it make them nervous. She doing all that. She gonna be on top of me, and that's what they don't like, and that's what they don't want. They don't want another person to be on top of them. Instead of them saying, "I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. Keep striving to the top." And that's supposed to be your family member, your friends, or whoever. They're not gonna say that. They might tell it to you in your face, but behind your back, they they talking about you. They talking about you. You know, but it's gonna get back to you because somebody is gonna be like, so and so say this about you, say that about you, and you like, what? And you right. But let me tell you, some people is comfortable where they at. It's like they scared to make that move. You know what I'm saying? They scared to make that move, but they mad because you making that move in life. You not comfortable where you at. You want to strive to the top. You have goals you wants to meet. Give it here. You have goals you wants to meet. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to just stay where you was 5 years ago. That's what they does. Some people be like, well, I'm comfortable. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with me. You know, I work, I get paid. They going paycheck to paycheck. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And what I'm saying is, they don't want more out of life. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to better their life. They want to stay where they at. Why? Because they scared to make that move. Because they scared if I make that move, I might mess everything up. But you never will know if you don't make that move. That first move might be the best move in your life. But they would rather sit back and stay where they at instead of moving up in life. And they have people doing the same thing they've been doing 5, 10 years ago. And they be like, oh, I'm comfortable now. I ain't moving. I'm going to stay right here. And they looking at you. Oh, you got this, 4, 5 bedroom. Oh, you got this new truck. You got this new promotion. And now you think you all that. You think you better than everybody else. It's not that you think you better than everybody else. You got goals you want to accomplish. You don't want to just sit and stay where you used to be. Why? Because that's not what you want your life to be like. You want your life to go smooth and good. You want to walk in your house and have a different scenery. Okay, you want to take this picture down, you want to take this curtain down, and you want to just switch up. Okay, I've been having this sofa set for 5 years. It's time for me to get another sofa set. So now when you walk through your door, you smiling like, yeah, I like this. Or you sit on your sofa, your bed, whatever, you know, and you happy. And some people just like, it's a sofa set. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Nothing don't have to be wrong with it. But you just want something new in your house. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And if you want something new in your house, get something new in your house. If you want a new car, truck, or whatever, get it. If you want a new job or another job to better your life, get it. Do it. You want to go back to school? Do it. But you got to watch other people, because other people is not for you. They will be in your mind. They will be in your head. They will try to manipulate you to stay where you at. In a true or the matter, you're not comfortable where you at. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Phil. And you're right. And you absolutely right. That's why I say you got to make that first move. And look, and you're right. That first move, sometimes always not the best move. But you know what? You got to make that second move, that third move. And you got to go on and on and on. Just don't quit. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't quit. Don't quit when things is not going good for you. Don't quit. Because baby, guess what? They got better things in this world for you. Huh? Okay. But yeah, yeah, I got it. I sure do. Thank you. You know, everybody need a little help every now and then. Everybody need a little help every now and then. Okay, okay, I'll be here, girl. But everybody need a little help every now and then. And don't let nobody tell you different, because they does need help. And some people is so, let me say I can put it out in their own ways that they will say, I'm not doing all that. I'd rather stay where I'm at than to make myself struggle. And it's not that you making yourself struggle. The truth of the matter, you is making your life even better for yourself. You understand what I'm saying? You making your life better. You're not gonna make your life miserable. You're gonna want better in your life. You know, you've been in this house 5, 8 years, okay? I want a new house. I'm tired of this house. You know, your family is getting bigger. You're outgrowing that. And so what you gonna do? You're gonna better yourself. And that's what you're doing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay. Uh, you don't worry about nobody. You better yourself. If they want to be left behind, let them be left behind. If they want to stay in a miserable, toxic relationship, let them stay in a miserable, toxic relationship. You know, you can't tell people all the time what to do in their life. Even though you're trying to help them, some people don't want to hear it. Some people think, you know, they got a a screwed up mindset that you, if you say something, you're talking about it. So the best thing you do is just sit back and just look and just wait till they come to you. And when they come to you, it's like I don't know what to say. Because if I say this or if I say that, you're gonna be offended. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? So it's best to keep cool. You stay in your lane and let them stay in their lane because some people have to learn on their own. But like I said, you can't trust everybody. Everybody's not to be trusted. You know, the truth of the matter, you trying to help, you're not trying to hurt. It's like if I'm trying to hurt you, I don't need to be around you because I don't want you to hurt me. So I'm not gonna hurt you. Nah, if a person is trying to attack you in a secretly way, it's gonna show. It's gonna show. Let me tell you something. You cannot cover up being a bad person all the time. It's gonna sink out. Your actions is gonna speak louder than words. The way you talk to that person, it's gonna shift. And then you talk about that person behind that person back. Little bit that they know, it's gonna come back to you. So really, you're looking crazy. You really looking crazy because you sitting here gossiping about that person to that person, and that person just sucking it up and telling it to the other person. Y'all know what I'm saying? So it's kind of crazy. That's why you should just pretty much stay to yourself. Because like you see me, I'm alone. I am a loner. I could stay in my house away from everybody and I'll be peaceful. I don't need people to be come knocking at my door. I don't need people to be just calling, oh, what you doing, blase, blase. I don't need all that. Because when you have a lot of people in your circle, that's when you got problems. That's when you got problems. Why? Certain people is jealous of you. Certain people don't want you to strive to the top. Certain people don't want you to better yourself. If they not bettering themselves, they don't want you to better yourself. And the truth of the matter, whatever you do in your life, that's your life. That's not that other person's life. So really, how could you get mad if somebody's trying to better themselves? It's not that they trying to be better than you. They trying to better their life. Their life. Not y'all. Y'all not together. You living your life and they living their life. And some people just mad. Why? I guess it's just life. You just can't trust everybody. You know, and it's the character that they have on their back. Pay attention. Did y'all hear what I say? It's the character that they have on their back. Meaning, if they always have sit there and talk about this person and that person, what you think they gonna do to you? What makes you different? What makes you different? You're not. You're not. You're not. But your life probably be a little better, just a notch, or probably be more. And they're sitting back, they mad in the guy. But you don't have to be mad. And then a trip thought about it. Certain people have their own house, their car, their good job, their good bank account. You know, they probably be married. And they have it going, and you think they have it going on. Why? Because they pretending. When they in front you, they pretend like everything is good with them. But true in the matter, when they by themselves, they drain, they mad, they angry, they frustrated. And it's like, you looking at them like you have everything. And I'm trying. But the little key it is between you and them, you're happy. You is content. You don't have no worries. You don't got no man problems. And they does. They husbands probably be beating the crap out of them. But they're not gonna tell you because they're gonna be embarrassed. Like somebody gonna actually come to you and say, girl, I got everything. I got my house, my job, I'm married, got my churn, my car. I mean, I'm living it up. But I'm so miserable at home because my husband just beats the crap out of me every day or every other day, and we argue and we fight. I'm miserable. And then they look at you, you know, in so many words, they're not gonna just come out and say, how is you so happy and you only have a little? They're not gonna come out and say that. But they looking at you. And they're like, you really don't have nothing. But you happy. You don't have no worries. And they're sitting back in a gap just looking. But see, they look at you so hard, they miss the whole picture about you. They try to look at you and your life, what you doing, how you doing, when they doing it, but it's going all over their head. They missing the big picture. They missing the whole picture about you. They trying to pay attention to you so bad, but they missing the whole picture. You know, you happy, you content, you don't have no worries, you peaceful, you have peace in your life. That's what they don't. And people who don't have peace in their life, they like to keep up confusion in other people's lives. They like to try to make other people's life difficult for them. But some people is not gonna let them make their life difficult and miserable. What they gonna do? They're gonna put a wall. You only could say, you only could do certain things. Because you're not gonna sit there and let a person ruin your life because their life is ruined. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Y'all better listen to what I'm telling you. Okay? So pay attention to your girl, because I'm trying to tell you what's going on. Now you need to listen at this again. Feel free. Feel free. Like I said, you cannot trust everybody. Everybody's not to be trusted. And like I always tell everybody, and I'm going to say it. Okay. And I'm going to say it again and again and again. The first people will attack you is your family. Why? Because your family knows what you've been through, how low you was, and how you becoming the woman or man you are becoming. And they don't like that. Why? Because their life is at a standstill. And it's like they nervous. They nervous. And they looking back and be like, oh, they moving up. What I'm doing? I didn't see them do that. Because they're paying attention to the wrong thing. They're paying attention to the wrong thing. They is really paying attention to the wrong thing, you know. But the truth of the matter, everybody is different. Everybody is different. God did not make nobody the same. Everybody is different. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Some people have a good job. Some people have a right job. Some people don't have a job at all. But they receive government assistance. And they peaceful. And they making it. They making it work. You understand what I'm saying? But the thing is, they're happy. They is actually happy. They don't have no worries. Long as they bills paid, they children good, they got food in their house, they have a roof over their head. They don't even have to have a bed to sleep in. Long as they got a house that they can call home. You know what I'm saying? Just because some people don't work and some people work at home, that don't make a difference. Long as their bills is paid, they got food in their house, and they is not crying for help, asking this person, asking that person for help. You know, other people sitting down looking like, how they doing? How? And I'm making top dollars, and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and my life is just not where I want it to be. If you stop worrying about other people's life, then you can strive to the top also. That's why a lot of times I tell people, mind your business. You be too focused on someone else's business, you can't even handle your own business. You know, the person who you sitting there eyeballing, talking about, oh, they striving to the top. They doing what they needs to do to survive, to take care. You understand what I'm saying? And then you sitting in a gap like, how that happen? I didn't see that. Well, it wasn't for you to see. Yeah, and you right about that. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? Everybody's different. Some people likes to stay where they at because they comfortable. And other people, they not comfortable where they at. But they just glad they not where they used to be. Hey Giselle. But yeah. Hey girl. But yeah, that's how it is, y'all. That's how it is, you know. Hey, they gonna tell on themselves because you only could pretend so long for so far. You understand what I'm saying? You only could pretend. You only could do this and act a certain way, and then they get tired and they just gonna just blur it out. You know what? I ain't like you anyway. You think you all that because this and that and that and that. And you looking at them like, I never knew you felt like that towards me. And I really had love for you. And I trusted you. And this is how you really feel about me? You know, when it get back to you, you'll be like, wow. But it's okay. It's okay. You know, keep that to you. You just know how to handle people. You understand what I'm saying? You know how to handle people from now on. Because they carry, they, I'm going to see if I can say it right, they characteristic, something like that. Yeah, you know, how they handle themselves. And you wonder why a red flag come in your head and like, Why certain people don't mess with you? But when you ask that question, oh, I don't mess with them because so and so, that's not the case. They don't mess with you because you is not right. You is not right at all. You have a lot of fault in your life. And then some people know about you in your life and they just back up and like, you know what? They got too much going on in their life. I'm not dealing with that. I don't have time with that. I got better things I'm trying to do in my life. And that's how you think. And that's how you act. You have to back up from some people that you have in your life. Because like I see everybody you smile, everybody smile in your face. Everybody talks to you, laugh with you. You honestly think they all mean you good? You're sadly mistaken. You're sadly mistaken. You're sadly mistaken. And guess what? And when you find out that person is really not for you, they really is against you, and it never was for you, it hurts. I know it hurts. I know it hurts, but that's okay. Life goes on. Life goes on. Look what they did, Jesus Christ. So what makes you different? Mm, what makes you different? So you need to just keep that in mind. You know, keep it in mind. Keep that in mind. Because this real talk. This is real talk. Okay? Now I'm going to leave y'all with that. Stop trusting everybody. Stop telling everybody your deepest secrets and they got baggage. And you know they characters, their own character, how they carry themselves. Watch out. Okay? Pay attention. This your girl Lovely D. I'm back at you. Bye. I'll see y'all on my next video.